Hello everyone, this is Evie the Original Master here, and this video is not going to be anything too seriously. It's just going to be a small filler video to tell you guys some of my minor pet peeves that I have with certain words that people would use to determine certain things, whether it's on the internet or probably out in public. And there are four specific words that all mean differently that I want to address in this video, is because that I think that these people needs to understand what these terms are and why they use those terms in a unprofessional manner. And those four words that I'm talking about are a song, a track, venomous, and poisonous. Now, why those four words specifically? Well, these four words, I've been noticing that people are either not knowing what the definitions of those words are, or they use them in the wrong context. And because of this, it honestly grinds my gears, is because that it seems that these people know these words, but they usually don't know the definition of those words. Now, let's start off with the first two words that I brought up, and that is a song and a track. Now, if you guys didn't recall that back in October of 2019, oh, I'm sorry, 2020, there was my mistake. In October of 2020, I made a video telling you guys that I've went through Twitter and I saw a SpongeBob tweet that asked, what is your favorite song in SpongeBob SquarePants? And in the comments of that tweet, lots of people were actually giving out their songs from the show, like Rip Pants, the pizza delivery song, whatever. And yeah, those are songs from SpongeBob because they have lyrics in them, and that's what a song is. A song is a series of words that is written for a song, and it has lyrics in it. So if you can sing the song, then yes, it's a song. Well, if you sing the piece of music, that is, but you know what I mean there. And a track is basically a piece of music that plays in the background in various TV shows, movies, video games have lots of tracks in them, and that's what a track is. Now, if you watch YouTube videos out there are so many people out there who reviews video games calling the music in the video game songs, even though that those pieces of music never had lyrics in them. You can't call a piece of music that doesn't have lyrics songs. Is because it's not a song. It's because you can't sing it unless you come up with your own crazy lyrics, which really isn't needed, is because that it never had lyrics to begin with. So why would you even want to come up with your own lyrics? Is because that it's going to be harder for yourself. Is because that these songs aren't meant to be singing. Well, I actually call it a song, but you see, this is what happens if you watch too many YouTube videos and you accidentally get the wrong terms in your brain. And it's common knowledge, is because that it doesn't have lyrics in it. It doesn't have, you don't hear a person in the background singing the music playing in the background, so you can't call it a song if it never had singing or lyrics in it. So why do people still call background music in video games songs? It just doesn't make any sense to me. It's because it's not a song. If you don't hear any singing in it, then it's not a song. It's just that common sense. And I know that this really isn't a big deal, but it kind of is. But it's just a big pet peeve, is because that it's weird that people just don't know the difference between a song and a track. Well, some people do. Some people call the term by its proper name in some videos that I've seen, but others people call it songs. I'm like, no, sir, this is not a song. There's no lyrics in it. You don't hear a guy singing in the background. So it's not a song, it's a track. Now moving on to poisonous and venomous. Now, this is another term that I've noticed that people use in the wrong context. And that is in certain books and certain medias out there where people just don't know the difference between venom and poison. And this is just common knowledge, is because that if you want to be a biologist or any of that, and if you don't know the difference between venomous and poisonous, you're going to mess around and get yourself into trouble, is because that you don't know these basic terminology definitions. I am not a biologist, but I do know the difference between poison and venom. Venomous or venom is injected by a sting or a bite. So, for example, if you get stung by a wasp or a bee or anything, it has venom in its stinger, and if the venom gets into your body, you have to extract it out. While a poison, on the other hand, must be consumed, or another term of that is eaten. So if you eat like a poison mushroom or poisonous fruits, you will feel something weird in your mouth, and it doesn't taste all that good because it's poisonous. Because poison must be consumed and venom must be injected. Now these two words should already be known by most people, because if you don't know the difference between poison and venom, like if you call a snake poisonous, you are wrong. It's because that you cannot consume a snake. You have to physically get bitten by a snake in order for it to be venomous, because snakes are venomous. They're not poisonous because they don't have poison. They have venom in their fangs and stuff like that. And this is why it's important for you to do your research. And then when you go on Twitter and you correct these people, they'll get all upset with you saying, "Oh, why you have to be why you have to act like this? Like, you don't have to tell all these people all these terminology things, because it turns out that you're going to end up becoming like this crazy person who thinks that you're all smart and all that stuff." I know I'm saying this weird, but it's just grinds my gears that most people just don't know the proper definition for these terms. Like, it's not hard to go on YouTube or the internet and look up these things for you to learn something new, because there's nothing wrong with learning something new. We all learn something new every day, and for the fact that you get upset that we correct your mistake just also baffles me, because that is just not worth it. Like, I'm trying to help you out here because I'm not trying to be a smart person. I'm just here to correct these people in the wrong, is because that if you give out false information, you're not going to look all to that. You're not going to look all that great, because you're going around telling people false information like, "Oh yeah, that's my favorite song in SpongeBob," and when they say song, I mean freaking background music like Clownfish Capers, Calling All Clowns, or freaking Hello Blues. They're gonna end up calling those music track songs, even though they don't have lyrics in the background. Like, come on now, just simple. Just go on Google. If you don't know the terms of these words, just look it up, and then there you go. That's all you have to do, my guy. All right, so that's the video. Those are the 4 terms that honestly grinds my gears, that people gets the terminology wrong. And yes, I know I'm saying grind my gears a lot, but I don't care. I'm going to say it regardless. So yeah, if you do know the differences in the proper definition of these terms, song, track, venom, and poison, then congratulations, you actually know your terminology and you actually are smart, I guess. Well, I'm not calling these people who call these things dumb, is because they're not dumb. I know they're smart people, but again, you're just in the wrong, because I'm sorry, it's just not right. You're not correct with this. And no, I'm not going to bash on them for being incorrect. I'm still going to appreciate their works. But again, I just wish these people would have known these terms already, because I know these terms. And if I see people are in the wrong, I'll go out there and I'll correct them. All right, so that's the video. I hope I don't have to make another filler video like this again anytime soon. But I just wanted to make it anyways, just because that these are just 4 terms that people should know the differences between. And that's it. All right, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.